Brian had gained 100 pounds in 1 year at the age of 30. He went on to peak at over 450 pounds. Needing to lose weight became the default setting in his life.
Absolutely. I have tried so many different things. I was on that one weight program everybody knows about for 10 years. Man, I've done everything you can think of. I worked out like a crazy person. I've had probably 3 or 4 different personal trainers. I was vegetarian for a while. And it just, at the height of my weight, I think I was close to about 450 pounds.
Last year in 2020, at the age of 47, he said, "I'm going to try keto." He didn't know anything about it.
January 20th, 2020, I decided tomorrow I'm going to start losing weight and I'm going to do something. I'm like, well, I've been hearing a lot about this keto diet and that's a funny word. So let's try that one. And that was really all the thought that I put into it. It's just a funny word.
Brian used the ketogenic diet to lose weight while accidentally reversing all of those other inflammatory health problems.
And because literally I had arthritis, pain in every single joint in my body. And I'd say within a month, I would say my arthritis pain went down probably 70%. And it keeps going better. Like my hands, I can do anything now. Like my wrists, my elbows. I had a dislocated shoulder. The pain is completely gone. Plantar fasciitis is gone.
You know, when I first proposed that these things are going to get better, it really does. People think it's a snake oil. Like there's just too many multi-level marketing out there that make claims that really don't have science behind them.
Well, another thing I'd like to point out is mood. When you gain that much weight that fast, you get into depression pretty quick, and that comes with anxiety. So you're anxious about literally everything. And in the 2020 that we've had, my anxiety could have been through the roof. And I had no idea that depression and anxiety are metabolic, or could be metabolic related. And literally, it's like I had no choice in the matter. My mood just went better, and you can't help it. You're going to be in a better mood, And it's just the most wonderful thing. I literally feel like I won the lottery with all the benefits I'm getting.
In your story, you've got a year where you lost 100 pounds. And can you kind of map out the first section of the weight loss, where you might have struggled, and how you got all the way to 100 pounds in 12 months?
Like over the course of a year, and actually it was almost 150 pounds that I lost in a year.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding me.
No, seriously, about 140 almost.
Wow.
From the 21st to the 21st. But something about it, it was, so you lose motivation. It's going to happen. That's life. And that's what I really think built me up, was being able to talk to Beth and Mary and Jess and Harley and everybody else that's part of our group. Paul, I'm not going to be able to name them all, but
it's okay.
Anyway,
no, just the group.
I want to give each one of them, I can draw from each one of them each one has their own special struggles too, and in some way you can relate to that stuff too. And it's really important to get the magnesium in for a more comfortable transition into fat adaptation. And I think being a guy, I have probably taken a bath maybe twice in the last 10 years. And I take an Epsom salt bath now with a minimum 8 pounds of Epsom salt, probably at least twice a week. And it really is a big help. It's like gets the plumbing working good. It gets, it gets you comfortable. Makes you sleep better. There's a lot of benefits to it.
And I can feel them. Congratulations. That actually, as you started talking, I'm like, gosh, I hope you found magnesium in that first section. Good job, good job, good job.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's one of my biggest takeaways. I think also, so when I started taking your class, I was already pretty far into keto. I was like, I think it started like April 27th or so. So at that point, I was a good 4 months into it. So a lot of the stumbling parts I had already gotten over. So anybody just starting keto, I would definitely recommend take the course first.
He improved his arthritis, reversed his psoriasis, all while gaining a group of friends along the way. With the 140 pounds lost in the past year, that puts him under 225 pounds, which is half of the weight he used to be.
About that, and one thing she asked is like, what kind of weight goal would you like to get down to? And I really hadn't thought about it. And it's like, I just blurted out 225 would be, I'd be happy with that, because that would be like way less than what I was weighing at that moment. Actually half. And so it was, and then once I got to 225 and also, learning more about healthy weight levels and stuff, I know I still have quite a bit further to go. But once I hit 225, I was like, man, that wasn't hard at all.
Brian puts it perfectly. He would have given up without a support group.
I probably would have said, well, time to switch to something else if I hadn't had my support group. I'd be like, it's time to give up and try something new. And, you get down in the dumps, you get depressed, you don't want to join the group, but you know that you're providing support to other people and that they're also feeding off your energy. And so you show up and you're so glad you did. It's one of those scientific things like, yeah, I know that's true, but it doesn't really apply to me, and I'm like, I don't need a support group, come on, I can do this. And I probably could, but I belong to the Pac West neurons, and, shout out to all my Pac West neurons that are watching this. We meet every Thursday, and the gifts that I get from this group are, it's not just about accountability. There's something magical about the sharing concept of it,
That support group carried him through the valleys that he would have given up on the ketogenic diet had it not been for them. As you look at the interval of weekly groups, how consistent are you about attending?
So we started our group about, I think it was the second week of your first course. So
Okay.
It was probably May 7th or so. I've missed 3 sessions since then. Yeah. And I really didn't think I didn't know anything would come of it. Again, I was thinking, it was like, I don't need a support group. And then
His weekly check-ins with his support group have not only sustained his ability to continue to lose weight, but has energized and set higher goals for him than he would have ever done alone.
During the course, Consistently Keto, which is where I got into the support group, because it was just another step within the course that I took. That's why I got to the group. But I started losing weight so much faster, and I think it was because of the group. And also there was another person in our course that challenged me to a weight loss competition.
Nothing like healthy competition. The course that he's referring to is the online course teaching how to stay consistently keto. Consistently Keto teaches the very short, straightforward lesson plans to prepare for the ketogenic diet, get you through the first week, get you out into that 2 to 6 week time, and then stay consistently keto for life. In the course, you get access to the exclusive Dr. Boz Neurons group, which helps to support you along the way, as well as allows you to teach others about the stumbles you've had.
The Neurons page has been a huge source of information and support, and from Patrick's spreadsheet to Sherry's insight and Angela and all the people that are, again, I'm not going to be able to name everybody, but everyone is just awesome. It's just a great group.
You will have a greater success by not only asking questions in that group, but answering other people's questions that you've had in the past. That engagement and that community is part of how you'll stay consistently keto. Click here if you want to join the course Consistently Keto.